Okay, we have another thrift vlog going down. About to ship some things off. Let's get right to it. What's going on, guys? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of my garage. About to ship off some things to eBay. And yeah, so that's the first thing we got to do today. And we'll see where the rest of the vlog takes us. I'm pretty sure we're going to sell some cool things and find some cool things. So yeah, and we might even go to the antique mall. I think I have to go tomorrow, actually. But yeah, a lot of things to do in this vlog. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler. You can get this free money-making guide. It's the first link down below. It's right in here. First link down below to teach you 50 items that I commonly look for at garage sales and thrift stores, and I resell that stuff for more money. So what's the first thing heading out today? It's sitting in this egg box. I know, I have boxes and stuff. They're all like right here in that little packing crap. And I have more poly mailers in here. So much stuff in the back over there. But sometimes when you ship off a lacrosse helmet, that's right, $8 lacrosse helmet sold for 80 bucks. It's sitting in that box right there. I got an egg box. Yeah, that's the box that I got a week ago when I bought 4 or 5 dozen eggs from the farmer's market, from like the farmer, you know? So we have that in there. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe USPS, maybe UPS, and it's gonna be 10 to 15 bucks probably to ship that out. So, you know, still a pretty good return. And then we also have to sell a master's visor, which is in a, like a box up here. I can kind of see that master's visor. It's from the golf tournament kind of stuff. You know, it's a visor, green master's visor. That one sold for, I think, 35 bucks. Some guy was going back and forth forever with me on this thing. I decided to just sell it for that. Although I really do think it could have sold for, 60 or 70 if I just held my ground. But then again, it's one of the older pieces of my inventory on eBay, and so it has to go. So yeah, master's visor, it's gonna be sub 16 ounces, so it'll go out for pretty cheap, probably around like 4 or 5 bucks. That's the first part of the vlog, is we're gonna do that and get that stuff shipped out. I might put some stuff into boxes that are right here, so it's a little disheveled right now, but it's actually kind of organized at the same time. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Comment down below if your workspace has organization to it, but if someone just came over, they'd be like, that looks kind of, disheveled. But I know where everything is, so that's pretty cool. And also, it's also disheveled because, the gym is looking super good. I had a client come in this morning and we did some form work and all that kind of stuff. So the gym is looking extra, extra crispy and looking awesome. But this is sometimes where I put some of my inventory to shoot pictures and stuff. I'll just put it on the ground here. And if it's on the ground, it means it's gonna get shot and it's gonna, end up going into the avenues that it needs to be at. Everything that needs to be at the booth seems to be there with some exceptions. So we're gonna go to the booth maybe tomorrow. But yeah, first step is getting these eBay things out and see where the rest of the vlog takes us. And hopefully we'll sell some cool bikes too, which is gonna be awesome. Maybe even today, we'll see. Further along in the day, they sell this bike. So yeah, there's a guy riding the bike right there. And that bike is, I think I picked it up for $120. It had the tires off of it or whatever. The person said that had ridden it like twice, won it in a raffle. So I'm asking $400. And here he comes back. So yeah, $400 cash, a little bikes to bucks. Let's see if he picks it up. All right, just like that, we have $400 cash. Just chilling right here. Yeah, it's a great flip. It was a mint bike. So I like picking up bikes that don't need any work, So this was a mint bike that somebody had, I think, ridden a couple times and then never rode it for a while. And then the tires separated from the rims. And it looks like he didn't know how to put the tires back on or something like that. So he put it up for, I think, $150. I offered $120. So I picked up the bike and I've only had this bike for like maybe 10 days. So yeah, pretty cool. An hour later, gonna sell these 2 tires, which are actual takeoffs from a bike that was a specialized rock hopper, a mountain bike that had these stupid tires on it. So I actually had some mountain biking tires in one of the drawers over there that were just takeoffs from another bike. I switched them out. And so these went up for sale and someone wants to buy them for, I think, 30 bucks, which is great because that's just an extra amount of money. And I was never gonna use the previous tires that were in my drawer anyway. So these are gonna be sold for 30 bucks. They're specialized crossroad tires. They're for hybrid bikes and they're in great condition, as you can see. Just like that, got 30 bucks right here for the tires. I was actually on the phone with my parents and the guy knocked on the door. And then I had to go out there, put my parents on mute, and sell the tires and get 30 bucks. So there we go, 30 bucks. Pretty awesome. We'll see where the rest of the night takes us. Probably nowhere. But but I might make some offers on local avenues, but tomorrow's another day. We'll see where the vlog takes us then. All right, we're kind of at the next day. I'm leaving this lacrosse helmet outside, asking 40 bucks. I think the guy's just gonna put cash under my mat when I come back home for my plans. We'll see if there's cash under there. But yeah, this was found at a garage sale for 5 bucks. And yeah, I could sell it for around 50 on eBay, maybe 60, but I could also sell it for 40 locally. This Cascade lacrosse helmet, pretty awesome. So yeah, my girlfriend is actually graduating esthetician school in about 30 minutes, maybe an hour or something like that. And you know, it's perfect. It's a perfect opportunity to sell something at the door, porch pickup. I like doing that kind of stuff because you don't have to deal with any haggling or anything like that. Every now and then you can see, you know, if they want to haggle, they'll like message you and stuff. But if you're not sitting there in front of your messages, they oftentimes just put cash under the mat. Now this guy is probably just going to do cash under the mat. That's just how it works most of the time. But that's one of the things I like about porch pickup. You don't have to like get into the banter, you know, with the buyer. You don't have to, you know, it's just easy. I don't know how to explain it. Porch pickup was one of those things that was highly adopted during, you know, the COVID times. And so porch pickup's just one of those more popular things that kind of arose in the past 2 to 3 years. And with this low priced item, I don't really mind doing that. With high priced items, I wouldn't do something like that. Okay, so I made it home and I'm gonna check under the mat. We have a guy testing out a bike right here that I bought from a garage sale for 50 bucks. And it should, or it might have been 100 bucks. I'm not really, no, I think it was 50 bucks. Anyway, I think that bike will probably sell for 200 cash. He's taking it for a spin up and down the block, presumably. Yeah, he's looking around. And it should be nice. We'll see if that stuff is under the mat, the cash from earlier. It should be. But you never know. E-Money! Yeah. What are you doing, E-Money? Going to the gym. Oh, he's going to the gym, E-Money. Gym money. Yeah. What are you filming? Nothing. This guy. Why are you filming this guy? Anyway, here he comes, this guy. Okay, just pulled up to this house. I'm gonna be buying a Trek bike. I'm kind of sweaty after a mountain bike ride, but there's a Trek bike that I'm trying to hunt down, and I really didn't want to go tomorrow and get it. Like, I'm closer to it now after this ride. So 50 bucks. I think when it's all said and done, this bike could sell for around $250, but I'm about to look at it. I don't know what the condition really is. But I found it on Facebook Marketplace, so that's cool. I only get into good bike deals if it doesn't involve a lot of traffic and if it's a really, you know, decent use of my time, you know, like a money aspect. So if I can make a good amount of money in a very short amount of time, which this is only setting me away from my normal schedule about 20 minutes or so. So I figured for 20 minutes, you know, and then I touch up the bike a little bit, make it look good. Maybe another 20 minutes, 5 minutes of listing. Make about make about 100, 150 profit. That's what I'm thinking right now. All right, here's the bike right here. It's a Trek 7100 SRAM, you know, shifting system, which is cool. Also a SR Suntour fork in very good condition. Could be aftermarket, but yeah, this bike's probably gonna be $250 all day. Grip shifters, all that kind of stuff. Good condition, and even better, basically new tires, as you can see right here. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, there's 40 bucks, so that's awesome. Love it. That's what a lacrosse helmet will pay you from a garage sale. It's a CPXR. Nice helmet, nothing crazy. We're officially at the next day, and sold some roller skates on eBay that I have to get out. These roller skates, I think, were purchased at a Savers or a Goodwill, $10 or $11. They sold for $179. No, I think it's $199. $199. Because yeah, so they have to get out of here now. So yeah, it was $199. Probably gonna be about 15 bucks of shipping, but the USPS people are like in the neighborhood, so it's my best interest to try to get this thing out of here today. So on Facebook Marketplace, I picked this up. Actually, it was my friend that was selling it. This was $15. It's an ACL Music Festival hat made by Aviator Nation. You can kind of see the logo right there. But yeah, these things are really collectible. They can sell anywhere between about $55 and about $100. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it. I have the red version of this hat and I like it a lot. I wear it every now and then, but we'll see. Pretty unbent bill, very good condition. I think he might've found it at a thrift store. But yeah, he's not doing eBay anymore, so he sold it to me for 15. I 100% bought it. Aviator Nation stuff is very, very highly desirable stuff. So when you see that kind of rainbow stuff like this, or on maybe on the side of a jacket or a, you know, whatever, sweatshirt, or even if it has this kind of a thing on a Texas background or something like that, but Aviator Nation has a lot of cool stuff with this kind of sunset gradient on it. So really good stuff. You definitely want to be looking out for it when you are out at the thrift stores or at garage sales. Okay, next up for sale today is this giant Live bicycle, and it's basically made by Giant. This is their other company that makes women's or kids bike. It's called an Enchant. Cool bike, 24-inch wheels. Shifts good, everything. Found it at a Goodwill for I think around $20. Listed it for $120, and someone's gonna come look at it today. Stella, the person's here to pick up the bike. Peach, the person's here to pick up the bike. Okay, let's get this sold. Just got a phone call. The lady's here. Let's get this thing sold for $120. Just like that, we have $120, so that's good. Got garage sales lined up for tomorrow, so this will help, you know. Always like to have one big bill for garage sales and a bunch of 20s and a bunch of 10s and a bunch of 5s and a bunch of 1s. So might have a chance to sell another bike today. So I'm texting another guy for a bike that was $50 at a garage sale and should sell for $250, maybe $200, something like that. So we'll see. Might get talked down, but it's been in my bike inventory for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months now. You know, probably time to sell it. All right, so I think the guy is about to come by to check out this other kind of 10-speed bike that I got from a garage sale for $50. I think it's selling for $250 or so. So I told him, you know, cash only, that whole thing. And he's about to be here, but let's go look at the bike so you guys can check it out. It's nothing super special, but it is a Japanese touring bike called a Terranaut, and it's the Ariel model, so it's kind of cool. Little, it's slightly rare, but nothing collectible by any means. All right, so there it is right there. I think I re-gripped it if I'm not mistaken. I cannot keep up with some of the bikes that I'm reselling, but anyway, so it's a Terranaut Ariel model, really cool, and it has a very good tread on the tires, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, because usually I stay away from touring bikes. I just don't like to get into, you know, doing the tires and all that, but this one had pretty much new tires on it, inflated it to 80 psi. We have down tube shifters on there. Of course, this is a bikes to bucks kind of thing, just like that last bike that sold. So yeah, $50 at a garage sale. I also bought a Raleigh the same day, 2 for $100 basically. So got 2 road bikes. The other one's listed for $350, but this one was listed for $250. So we'll see if we can get it sold. It's a tall bike for a tall guy, but looks like he's gonna like it. Okay, he's putting the bike in the back of his car. That was not even like 30 seconds from that last clip. Here we go, $250, and the bike sold. So yeah, time to, you know, always reinvest. That's the most important thing. Always people that are selling bikes here. I bought a bike yesterday, blah, 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 but it's always just reinvest. Pretty easy to do. Okay, so I actually filmed this morning garage sale stuff, so that's gonna be on a video probably after this one. But yeah, it's basically the next day, and about to sell a bike that I picked up for $100 at a garage sale, asking $250. We'll see if I can get it. So yeah, there's a van that just went down the street, and they're getting cash for this bike. So they looked at it, they rode it, they loved it. So yeah, this bike's pretty awesome. Covers a lot of ground. It's a pretty cool bike. 7.5 FX. You can notice that there's actually lesser spokes than normal on this bike. So pretty neat as well. Yeah, definitely a quick bike. But I listed it for $280 actually. I really don't know my pricing very well, it looks like. So I picked it up for around 70 or 80, I think, and $280. Yeah, I think I picked it up on a garage sale vlog too, so. All right, well, enjoy it. Yeah, cash money. It's bikes to bucks, man, I'm telling you, they never fail. Okay, so the vlog is gonna end pretty soon, but I'm about to sell this amazing Handboards longboard that I got a long time ago. I got this at least 6 or 8 years ago. Handboards is one of these companies that was featured on Shark Tank, the show, and they make exceptionally amazing, long, and huge wheeled skateboards, as you can see right here. So this thing is called the Classic. It is 6 feet 6 inches tall, or long, I guess, and it's about 15 inches across, so you can really kind of like walk around it and everything like that. I bought this along with a model called the Fish from a store that was closing out their wake surfing stuff. They were closing down the entire store, so they had to like get rid of inventory. So they had wake surfboards, they had surfboards, and then they had these handboards, right? And so I bought 2 handboards from this place 6 or 8 years ago for $325. I listed this one, kind of perpetually listed it, just left it up, you know, for $500 because these are about 900 new. That's version number 2. This is like original version number 1. So anyway, yeah, I posted it up for $500, and somebody from 3 hours away wants to come get it. I think I told him, like, you know, I do $450 or something like that, but quite honestly, he might actually pay me $500. So I wasn't using it a whole lot, and that's the reason why I put it up for sale, but I would use it every now and then. So I was like, if somebody wants to pay me a lot of money for it, like, sure. Sure, I could probably ask like 600, 700. It would still probably be a deal, but considering what I paid for it, you know, 500 is a pretty good deal too, for me and for the person buying it. So I might want to get into version number 2. I don't know yet, but I think this is pretty much where version number 1 is going to shake out, considering I haven't really used it much. And this is a complete bamboo deck. It's called the Natural Finish, and it is super awesome. Anyway, not something you see every single day. You know, I scour the internet for cool longboards and cool stuff, and in the past 6 or 8 years, I haven't seen a single one of these come up. So you can still buy them on the site, and yeah, we're gonna see if this guy shows up here in a second, but he's driving from 3 hours away from the Texas coastline to Austin, Texas to pick up this board right here. And as you can see, the board is right up here. There's the top of my house, and it is a very big board. So I think they just pulled up over there in that black SUV. Next shot should be either the guy skating this thing or me having some money in my pocket. I don't know, we'll see. You know, I think I'm gonna miss this thing a little bit, but maybe I'll get that second version, you know? Whoosh. All right, so kind of like the weirdest thing, they paid me with this envelope right here, right? And then, I'm taking their word for it, because nobody's ever actually gypped me on money, but this is what comes out. There we go. What an interesting way to, you know, keep money. Like, what an interesting way to fold money. I guess each one of these is 100. Maybe he was saving his money, I don't know. And then here's like the last 50. I sold it for $450, by the way. So pretty interesting way of getting paid right there. I'm telling you, it's like 100 degrees here in Austin, Texas. I'm sweating hard, but the thing that I am most appreciative of is the fact that you guys have hung around this long and you watched this entire vlog. So thank you guys and gals. Put a comment down below, hit the like button. We're gonna get into more thrift vlogs for sure, where I won't be so hot, but I enjoy making these videos as long as you guys and gals enjoy watching them. Take it easy, goodbye.